Hello, everybody. This is Efuru from Daughters of Heaven. And today I want to talk about our purpose. What is your purpose? Why are you here? Why were you born? Why were you even born? What are you here for? Um, I think that's like probably one of the number one questions that people have in their life is why am I even here? Why was I born? Especially people who have a lot of problems in life. One of the first things that'll come up to you is, gosh, am I here just to suffer? Am I here just to go through heartache and to see other people suffer? What am I actually here for? So let's get into how to find out what your purpose is in life. So one thing I can assure you, nobody is born here to suffer and to be a martyr for the whole world and for people to bounce on and just do whatever they want to do to you. Nobody's born for that. That's not your purpose. I can assure you of that. So if you're one of the people that are out there being abused or being, mistreated, I could tell you now that's not the reason why you're here. So let's start talking about some of the things that will give you a clue to what your purpose is. So, one of the things we can do to start finding out our purpose is to look at the thread of your life. Go back to the beginning of your life, go back to your childhood, and start thinking about the things that was on your mind the most when you were a child. See, when we're children, we're really not as subject to other people's thoughts while we're still young. So a lot of our purpose, a lot of what we like, what we love, what we're here for is very prevalent to us when we're, I would say, under five. Around about five is when most people start school, and then you start getting indoctrinated with other people's thoughts. You start getting indoctrinated with uh, higher education and all other things start to take over your mind. And so your purpose starts to fade to the back of your mind and not be as prevalent as it was when you were young. And how to find your purpose also starts to fade away. So, one of the ways that you can remember your purpose is to start thinking about your younger days, how you felt when you were young. What did you like doing? What was it that you felt that you wanted to do? Maybe you even expressed it to somebody and they told you it was silly or ridiculous or you can't think you can do that. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. So meditation also is a good way to connect with your purpose. Sit and meditate, even if it's only for 5 minutes. I know meditation can be very challenging. I've been a Christian for, I was a Christian for about 10 years, left that, been in spirituality for another 10 years, the latter part of my life, and I still have a challenge with meditation. But meditation is so good because when you meditate, even if it's only 5 minutes of meditation, when you meditate, you start to connect to yourself, to who you really are and what you really want. And your thoughts begin to become the most prevalent thoughts in your mind. And that's one of the ways of finding out your purpose. That thing that kind of makes your heart jump when you think about it. That is more than likely your purpose. Now, sometimes we confuse our purpose with our mission and missions that we have. And we can have several missions throughout life. You know, missions are just the way we go about um, serving our purpose. So, in other words, you may decide as your mission that you like to feed the hungry. That's a mission. A mission is just something that you do that is part of the process of serving your purpose. So if you find and it can also help you if you let's say you have certain missions that you like, but you still in your way you're like Ifuru, but I still don't know my purpose. Why am I here? I know I feed the hungry. I know I like doing that, but is that my purpose? Is that the reason why I'm here? That's a question that you have to answer for yourself. Is your mission to feed the hungry, or is your mission really to show love and to see what it's like to be a totally loving being and to experience love? Because some of our mission is just very simple. It's just to experience love. So that could be your mission. So I'll give you an example. What my mission is in life. My mission, the purpose that I'm here. I shouldn't say my mission, but the purpose in life. The reason that I'm here is for self-love and self-awareness. To know myself, to know who I am. That's my purpose. That's what I came here for. If I leave here without knowing who I am, I will have failed my mission, and I still will not know my purpose, and I will be back. So I know my purpose is to know myself and love myself, know who I am, know who I am. So in the process of me knowing, fulfilling my mission of knowing who I am and loving myself for who I am, some missions started to come up. So one of the missions that came up in my life was to support African American people. That's who I am. That's part of who I am. That's part of me knowing myself. Another part of me knowing myself is finding out my history. I was born into a culture in America, being African American, that a lot of us don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know whether we were indigenous to America and mixed with the Native American Indians. That's some of our truths. We don't know whether we came here on a slave ship. That's some of our truths. Some of us came here, through different countries. We just don't know. So part of my mission to finding out my purpose, to fulfilling my purpose, is find out who I am. So I started my mission. My mission was, doing ancestry. I put in to do ancestry so I can find out who my background is. I talk to my family so that I can discover more about my history. I study, I look online, I buy books that help me to know more about African American people and where they came from and where they came from prior to slavery. Okay, so that's part of my mission. So that is just an example of some of the missions that I've taken on in order to identify who I am so that I can love myself. Is that, that is not really that complicated. So that's one of the things that I do in my mission. So another thing that we do while we are searching for our purpose, and even after we've discovered our purpose, is to work in our practice. So working in your practice and doing missions are still different than knowing your purpose and working towards your purpose. Because a lot of times we get mixed up with our practices and think that's our purpose. So if you read tarot like I do, and I know, and I love it. I love reading tarot, but that is not my purpose. I was not born to read tarot. I was not born to tell other people what their issues are or what changes they can make in their lives. That's not my purpose in life. My purpose is not to come here and tell you how to run your life or give you hints about your life. That's just a practice that I have that helps me to serve in my missions, and it helps me with finding my purpose, and it helps me to serve my purpose. How is tarot helping me to serve my purpose? Because when I know myself, when I know who I am, I can reach out to others and I can help them through my experiences, the things that I've been through, because now I'm beginning to know who I am and I'm comfortable in myself so that when I see the flaws in me, I can then assist somebody else with the flaws that they may see. But that's not my purpose. I'm not here as a martyr. I'm not here to assist other people to just get through their lives. I know that's a big thing that people are saying. I don't believe it. I don't believe I'm born here just to do that. That is one of the things that I'm here doing in this life, but it's not my purpose. When I go back to my soul family, when I go back to my soul family, all I will be able to take with me is my experiences. So I have to make sure that my experiences, my practices, and my missions all line up with my purpose. So that's why I don't want to be here being a desperate housewife. I'm not here to be a desperate housewife. I'm not downing any show or anything or eat or what other people want to do, but I'm just saying, more than likely, that's not your purpose to be here and cut up and act a fool. That's not a practice that you can do. I assure you that's going to help you with your purpose in life. Okay. So our practices and our missions need to line up to help us in serving us to either find our purpose or after we know our purpose, it keeps us in line with that purpose. So we want our practices and our mission to always line up with our purpose. Another way that you can find out your purpose is to pray. Speak to your angels, speak to your guides. Reach out. A lot of us already speak to them, and we speak to them about everything except why am I here? What am I here for? You know that if you ask the universe anything, it's obligated to tell you. If you ask the universe anything, it's obligated to tell you the answer. So if you want to know the answer, ask the universe. The universe will tell you what you're here for, and it will assist you in finding your purpose, working your purpose through your practices, and it will give you several missions to accomplish to help you stay in line and to meet your purpose. To meet your purpose. It's one of the reasons why we need to stay in close contact with our ancestors and with our guides and know our higher selves so that we can stay in line and not go off track about, when it comes to us serving our purpose in life. It's extremely important. So another thing that we can do, so you can talk to your guides. Also, a lot of times our history, our grandparents, our great-grandparents are a big indication of what we're here for and what our purpose is. Some of our purpose is to just experience freedom, just to be free, just to experience freedom. We will be so surprised with the purposes because a lot of times we think it's very complicated and we want this purpose to be some big, purpose of, I was a Martin Luther King and I helped organize millions of people. That may have been his purpose, but for most of us, that's not our purpose. And for some of us, the purpose is very, simple. And even for Martin Luther King, let me go back to that. Just because that's what we saw him do and work his mission and work that mission does not mean that that's what he was here for. He has a personal purpose, a personal reason for being here. It could be that he needed to be heard. He needed to be heard in his heart. He needed to express who he was and what he wanted out of life. That could be his purpose. And through his purpose, he worked this mission, which was to do that same thing for many, many other people, for millions of people that still say his name to this day. But that does not mean just because we saw him organizing marches and being in front of people does not mean that that was his purpose in life, to do that, to save Black people. That was not, more than likely, in my opinion, was not his purpose. He had a personal purpose that he was here for, that he came to fulfill for himself, and he had the right to fulfill that purpose. And when he fulfilled that purpose, he left the earth. And that goes for any famous person that we know that looked like they were being a martyr, and maybe they did play the role of a martyr in their missions. Maybe they did pick missions that made them a martyr, but that's not your purpose. Your purpose is very personal. It's very, very personal. It's not here for the world. It's not here for everybody. It's here for you. And in finding your purpose, if you happen to save the world, hallelujah. In finding your purpose, if you happen to find love, romantic love, hey, that's great. If in looking for your purpose and finding your purpose, you adopt 10 children and take care of children, that's great. But I assure you, adopting 10 children and taking care of 10 children is not your purpose. It's just your mission or a practice of how you're going about, fulfilling your purpose and what you're here for. And, that's what that is. It's not to be confused with your purpose. Your purpose is personal, it's important, and it's yours. And you don't have to share it. It doesn't have to be shared with the world. Missions get shared with the world. Practices get shared with the world. But your purpose is in your heart and it belongs to you. And you don't have to share it with the world. It's just for you. Be selfish when it comes to your purpose and finding out your purpose and working your purpose. Some of us find out that what we're doing is totally not even lined up with what our purpose is in life. What do you do when you find out when you're working and you're doing things but it's not really your purpose in life? Switch. Start working that purpose. Start working what you're really here for. And a lot of times that purpose has nothing to do with other people. Me discovering who I am and being proud of who I am, that's my purpose. That's why I came here as a Black woman. That's why I came here overweight. That's why I came here as a lesbian. That's why I came here as African American. Okay? That's why I came here without knowing who I was and where I am. That's all part of knowing thyself, loving myself, and accepting myself for who I am. That's my purpose. That's why I'm here. And then other things that I do in knowing my purpose has helped me to help others. And that's my practice. That's why I do tarot. That's why I do hypnosis. That's why I do counseling. That's why I do the things I do, because they help me in my purpose. Because the things that I found out about myself and the things that I work on within myself, now I can turn it out to others and help others as I found out my purpose. So when none of us are here to be a martyr, none of us are here only to help other people. We're here to find out our purpose and to work your purpose. If your purpose is to love yourself first. Love yourself beyond others. And sometimes we learn to do that by getting involved with other people, helping other people that are very needy, but then still being able to say, I have to take this time for myself. I have to know myself. I have to take some time for me and really honor me. That's me working my purpose. That's me working my purpose. Me working my practice is when I help you. And it's when I do things for you. It makes me feel good. It enhances how I feel about myself. And in that, I'm still serving my purpose. I'm still honoring myself. I'm still doing what's best for Enid, doing what's best for Efuru when I'm in my highest self. So hopefully that, has helped some of us to get to the point where we are distinguishing between our purpose, our missions, and our practices, and not get caught up with these missions and these practices that become a replacement for you knowing your purpose. There's no replacement for you knowing your purpose. That's something that we absolutely have to know. And then we work it, and then we do practices, and then we do missions that all enhance our personal selves and help us to fulfill our purpose. The reason why we're really, really here. So hopefully that was helpful. I hope that it made sense because I can't tell you how long I searched for this purpose and what was I here for and what am I supposed to be doing. It really was a challenge. But now that I know, I can tell you for sure that I live a happy life because I know my purpose. I work my purpose, my practice, and my missions are all lined up with my purpose. And I'm hoping the same for all of you. So hopefully this message was a blessing to you. Please like, subscribe, follow me on here on YouTube. I'll be coming back with other messages. There's so much more that we're here to learn, and I am more than willing to teach. I really am. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you today. Please come back and see me again with the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. And remember, I'm on it, doggone it.